Support WrestleTalk!
Give us a subscribe. Hello and welcome to the WrestleTalk News. I'm Ollie Davis, and today's episode is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. We've recommended Raid Shadow Legends before, but now we can announce their special tournament is happening globally right now. You can compete with me and our WrestleTalk clan Fakador army. Take that, person! Ha-ha! And millions of other players in a massive arena tournament for crazy in-game prizes, and real physical ones too that will be delivered straight to your house. Just as a reminder for those of you that somehow missed it, Raid is the brand new free-to-play mobile RPG game with the most amazing storyline, much better than WWE right now, awesome 3D graphics, giant boss fights that don't involve Brock Lesnar turning up at the end and ruining everything, PvP battles, and hundreds of champions to collect and customize. Use my link in the video description below to download Raid now to get 50,000 silver immediately and a free Epic Champion as a new player program, and you'll also automatically enter the special launch tournament right away. See you there. It's very important you use that link as we love the game and want to do more with them, but they need to see the SWAF Nation are into it too.
That game sure does look fun, Ollie. Now, excuse me while I download it real quick. Hey, this is actually pretty fun. Fakador Army. Excuse me 1 minute. Yes, all right, fine. I'll do the news first. I get no respect around here, I swear. Well, it turns out I'm not the only one using their phone when I'm not supposed to, because Tyler Breeze has made his grand return to NXT on last night's episode. Prince Pretty himself interrupted Velveteen Dream and used his phone to hit Dream in the head, setting up a North American Championship match between the two at TakeOver 25. Along with the other matches that were made on last night's episode, it seems the card for TakeOver 25 is set, with the aforementioned North American title match, Matt Riddle versus Roderick Strong, the Street Profits versus the Forgotten Sons versus Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan versus Kyle O'Reilly and Bowie Fish of the Undisputed Era in a fatal four-way ladder match for the vacant NXT Tag Team Championships. Shayna Baszler versus Io Shirai for the NXT Women's Championship, and Johnny Gargano versus Adam Cole for the NXT Championship. Considering NXT's roster was absolutely gutted in the Superstar Shakeup and beyond, that is one hell of a card. NXT's ability to recover from last-minute changes, injuries, and call-ups is remarkable, but it seems the last-minute decisions are not exclusive to the yellow brand, as several stars have reportedly pulled out of WWE's latest Saudi Arabia show, Super Showdown. WWE is set to return to Saudi Arabia on June 7th to host Super Showdown, but without the hyphen this time. The partnership WWE has with Saudi Arabia has always been seen as controversial, which hit its peak last year around the time of Crown Jewel with the murder of Washington Post journalist Jamal Khashoggi. For Crown Jewel, John Cena, Daniel Bryan, and Roman Reigns all refused to compete at the event, with Sami Zayn also not competing at Crown Jewel or Greatest Royal Rumble. Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer is now reporting that several WWE stars have pulled out of Super Arabia next month, including current SmackDown Tag Team Champion Daniel Bryan, who also didn't compete at Crown Jewel, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and Aleister Black. Interestingly, there's been more details on the Sami Zayn situation, because according to Dave Meltzer on the latest episode of Wrestling Observer Radio, he's not allowed to go to Saudi Arabia. Sami Zayn is not allowed to go. That's by the Saudi Arabian government. Zayn has a Syrian heritage, and due to the tensions between Saudi and Syria, they have reportedly decreed that Sami is not welcome. This would be why Zayn has been written off TV during the attack that took place at Money in the Bank. It's interesting that Aleister Black is not making the trip, as you would think they would need as many bodies as possible for their 50-man battle royal. Now they might just need to have Hiroki Sumi or something. There's also been more on this situation from Meltzer as well, as he claims that this was not Black's choice, but one made for him. This was not his choice. This was a choice made for him. I don't know if it was made by the Saudi Arabian government or it was made by the WWE because they didn't want to offend the Saudi Arabian government. The deal with him is that his tattoos apparently have some religious connotations that the belief is will offend the hosts of the show, so they don't want him going. No definitive reasons have been given as of yet regarding Owens' decision, however there is speculation it has to do with his friendship with Sami Zayn, and according to Meltzer, there are a whole host of reasons why he doesn't want to go. On top of all of this, Meltzer also states that there's a lot of people that don't want to go, but as far as he's aware, Owens and Bryan are the only two that actually actually asked, and both have been allowed to pull out. Meltzer has also reported that the choice from Owens and Bryan to not compete has had a pretty severe knockback effect on the card for Super Arabia, as we saw on this week's episode of SmackDown. Dolph Ziggler made a shock return to the ring on Tuesday night, appearing for the first time since the Royal Rumble in January, attacking Kofi Kingston and setting up a WWE Championship match between the two at Super Arabia. However, Meltzer is reporting that this was a last-minute decision after WWE learned of Owens' choice to pull out of the Saudi show. The first choice for the WWE Championship match was Kevin Owens, but since Daniel Bryan is also not making the trip to Super Arabia, they recruited Dolph Ziggler as a last-minute replacement for the match. This was backed up by the fact that Ziggler was originally scheduled to appear at Oz Comic-Con in Melbourne, Australia on June 7th, which is the same day as Super Arabia. However, WWE's Australian Twitter account confirmed he now could not attend due to a schedule change, with Carmella being announced later as his replacement. They're just swapping one blonde for another, I see. There seemingly hasn't been any major repercussions for talent pulling out of Saudi Arabia shows, with Daniel Bryan becoming WWE Champion earlier this year, Roman Reigns still being featured in high-profile feuds, and John Cena, well, being John Cena. As such, it doesn't seem likely there will be any major consequences for Kevin Owens or Aleister Black moving forward. So don't worry, we'll still get more spooky promos for some time to come before he debuts and continually loses, robbing him of any mystique he once had. But don't worry, he'll carry on cutting those promos, saying things we don't understand in a weird and spooky way. Hell, he might even get a push once or twice, but he'll become some creepy magic guy before long, forced into obscurity before re-debuting with a brand new gimmick because his old one that should have been great was forced into nothingness. Wow, I apparently have some real deep-seated issues about Bray Wyatt. Was Ali supposed to win Money in the Bank? Click the video to my right to find out right now. Press the thumbs up, subscribe, enable notifications, and leave us a comment. A special thank you to our pledge hammers on Patreon, some of whom you can see scrolling below me right now. I've been Chopper P. Cornell, and that was wrestling.